What's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey. Sorry, go on.
Go. No,
I was just going to say, so because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us in the room, or really 5 of us, not counting Santiago, we have a little white and black striped tiger here that is going to be our talking animal. So whoever you hear talking is going to be holding the talking animal.
Yeah.
We can't be trusted.
Trust it.
We have to make sure to make eye contact and be like,
give me that thing.
Yeah.
I'm about to say something.
You don't need it. You can talk over any of us.
I'm capable of being very loud. So to start with, who's in the room?
Okay. So I have the animal now. Hi, my drag name is Ariel Alice. I've been doing drag for, I guess, around 5 years now. 5 to 6 years, I think. When I'm not a performer, my name is Antony DeMauro, and I work in Norman as a hairstylist at Salon Adace. I will now pass it along to my good Judy, Alada Vagine.
Hi, I'm Alada Vagine. I am 22 years old. I live in Norman, Oklahoma also. I am a bartender and a makeup artist by trade. Bye. Got the good Sephora gig. Okay. I've been doing drag for right at 4 years now. Yeah, 4 years in April.
Hello, my name is Jonathan Cleveland Hindman, also known as Jexa Renee Vandekamp in drag. I have been doing drag for about 10 years, and my boy gig is working at the Norman Super Target as the visual merchandiser, which is a lot of fun. And, yeah, this is the mascot that we had at my high school. So. It was a white tiger.
Hi, I am Crystal Beth. I'm a 20-year-old dancing Gemini here in Norman, Oklahoma. By night, I am Crystal Beth. By day, I am Austin Storm. My boy gig is I manage the Burger King inside the Riverwind Casino.
My drag name is Kinsey Scale, also known as Lee Gabriel. I was just on this podcast, and it's been hella fun. But I'm the showrunner at House Productions, and I'm a musician.
Cool. I guess to start with, I kind of asked you guys this, but what separates being just a gay dude and being a person in drag?
Talent.
I would say the major separation between being a gay dude and a person in drag would be, as a girl, I'm a lot more confident. I've grown in confidence as a boy because of drag, but I was really thin-skinned. Things would get to me, but ever since I started doing drag, I don't let things get to me anymore. Like, if there was a zombie apocalypse, I would probably dress up in drag and just slay some zombies. Y'all could call me Michonne. Or you could just call me Jexa. That's fine, too. No one can pronounce either of those names, so it's fine. I just feel like I have more confidence, but it actually spilled over into my boy life, giving me confidence daily.
I think RuPaul personally said it best whenever she said that you're born naked and the rest is drag. I feel like if you're a doctor, when you go to work and you put on a white coat, that's drag. Whatever you put on to be like a heightened version of yourself. My mom calls it her riot gear, like when she goes out to the nightclubs and dances on the bar.
Paint.
Yeah, your war paint, whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like everything kind of is drag. And a drag queen is just like a variation of that.
Yeah, kind of agreeing with what Jex and Alada said. There's a quote that I had heard very recently, and I wish I could remember who it was by, but the quote was, "You're not anything unless you can proudly say that you are something." I feel like that's like a big difference, is like, because I've known, like, we've all known millions of little gay kids that, like, dress up for Halloween, and they're like, and
Crystal.
but is it like, but that doesn't make it a drag queen. What makes you a drag queen is, you know, when you do it over and over again, and you're like, yes, I am a drag queen, whenever you're actually able to say, like, this is what I do. Like, I didn't just do this one night for fun. I do this because it's an art form and it's something I'm passionate about. So I think ultimately it's like the passion and the confidence and being able to just actually stand up and say, I'm a motherfucking drag queen.
Yes.
There you go.
Time pop.
House down.
And I would also like to point out that it's not only gay dudes that do drag.
Yeah.
We have not multiple, but a few, a very select few straight men who do drag because they see it as a form of art, basically. Just walking art, able to take something from one opposite side of the world and change it into something on the other opposite side of the world and just be completely different, but they're so the same at the same time.
Yeah. If you will forgive me because I'm like not well versed in any terminology and I'm just like a shitty, not well rounded person in these things, and so I'll probably say like, oh, like a gay dude, and be like, well, but wait, no, it's like, oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
No, gay dude.
No one
Gay
cares.
dude.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
I mean,
Gross.
Ew.
I'm not gay.
Yeah, well,
Gay
Me
people are
neither.
gross.
I'm not gay, I'm just big boned.
Jexa.
I do what I can.
Jexa's on tonight.
yeah.
So am I.
And then I guess the other part is like, at what level is drag performance, and then at what level is it a part of you, and does it present itself in your everyday life?
I mean, at first, for me, it was all performance. I think the first time that I saw a pivot from just performance to daily life was whenever the first person came up to me and said, you know, if it wasn't for you, I don't know if I'd be here. Which I thought was really crazy, you know, just because I'm dressing up as a woman, lip-syncing to someone else's song on a stage, acting out, probably losing my hair. Let's be real. But, like, the first time someone ever came up to me and they were like, you know, honestly, like, you gave me the strength to stand up to this person at school who was making fun of me just because you did that. I think that's whenever it pivoted, and that's whenever I realized that I could make a difference. Even if it was just locally, I could make a difference in someone's life, and I could help, like, change the course of their life, you know, just by being who I am. And I thought that was really awesome. And like I said earlier, it kind of blended over into my real life, quote unquote, because it's given me a backbone, and it's given me the ability to not take things so much to heart. Because whenever you have a queen that looks busted like Alana normally does, telling you that your eyebrows are uneven, then obviously you know how to, like, let that roll. Like, Jinx Monsoon said water off a duck's back, so that's kind of the mantra, I guess.
For a long time, I agree. It was very much drag was drag, and my personal life was my personal life, and I very much like to keep it that way. And I had this mentality that I had to be like a different person when I was in drag. And the longer I did it, the more I realized that my drag persona and myself are kind of the exact same thing. I feel like when I'm in drag, it's just I'm more confident, and it's like a heightened version of myself and my personality. And it was probably about 2 years in before I realized that, and it kind of, my drag kind of spilled over into my life, and was making Lane a lot happier and a lot better a person.
Yeah.
Choices.
Yeah.
Choices.
Kind of different from them. Drag for me was always like an art form, first and foremost, and like I've always been an artist, whether it was from like, shut up, all of you. Well, no, like, because art was something that was very like encouraged in my family, whether it be playing music or writing or painting or something like that. So whenever I started picking up like makeup brushes and things like that, it was just kind of more, it was just another thing. It was another expression of art, and it was another emotional outlet for me. And so it was never something I ever attempted to hide from anyone. My mom knew straight up the moment like I did it, and it was always, so there was never like a blending. It was always like the second I started doing it, I started telling like my coworkers and everything. I was like, yeah, guys, I'm doing shows, like, come see it. And in its own way, I think like everyone has, that's what's cool, that we have like so many of us here, because all of us have such different experiences, but it's kind of like there's kind of a place in drag for everyone if you want to do it. It doesn't matter kind of like if you want to just go out there and like finally perform, if you're like, oh, like I want to just look cool. And I mean, because there's certainly like a lot of drag queens that just paint their face and like are like literally walking art.
The house down.
Yeah, they might not go on stage and perform, but they're still drag queens because they like still present themselves out there as that. A really famous one is obviously Kim Chi. She performs now, but I think she could have her way. She could have her way. She would just stand up in like the Louvre and just like look amazing and stunning.
Exactly.
So
I melded my drag personas out of necessity. This is Lee again. Hi, you saw me on another podcast. But out of necessity, because as I said in my other one, I was given the ultimatum that I either had to dress as a girl or I had to get the fuck out. And so I tried to run away, and it didn't work out. So I had to dress as a girl. So drag came to me through necessity of having to express in feminine ways, even though I painted myself as a more masculine person on the inside.
For me, honestly, my drag manifested into my boy life fairly quickly. I started going to school in drag, and it was kind of like what Juxa did say. And what Alana said. It's kind of like it's your war paint. You're still the same person, but for some reason, you're creating this character, and you're giving them the type of things that you want to see in yourself, and you're able to do that because of drag. You know, putting on the wig, putting on the lipstick, the heels. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel invincible when I'm in drag.
Yeah.
I feel like I can do anything, but when I'm Austin, I can talk myself down. It's like, look, you can't jump off a bridge into the splits. It's not going to happen. But I can. When I started doing drag, it was honestly like 3 or 4 weeks after I learned to paint myself from head to toe. I did started going into school in drag. I started, every day. It wasn't as I didn't see myself as transgendered. I just saw myself as I want the confidence that I have on stage to affect my everyday life. But then years after that, I realized I didn't need to get in full drag to realize that I can still carry Crystal with me wherever I go.
Yeah. Real quick, I feel like there's a lot of terminology, and so let's have like a quick little like glossary of like
free for all.
Like a good free for all dictionary for drag newbies. Well, what's a good place to start?
Shade.
Yeah, I would say shade.
Shade.
Who wants to explain shade?
Alana.
Let's do it in our own words.
In our own words. Well, I want to quote like Dorian Corey.
That's
shade
not
comes from reading.
Well, yeah.
And reading comes from, I don't have to tell you you're ugly, because you already know that you're ugly. If you've seen the movie Paris is Burning, it's a quote from there.
Yes.
Shade is just, to me, shade is never mean-spirited.
This is free for all.
Shade is just like, I don't know, I'm a hateful person, so I may not be the right person to ask to answer this. Because you can tell me that I'm ugly and I'm probably going to laugh and I'll be like, yeah, I'm pretty ugly, you should probably kill yourself, Like, and to me that shade is not meant to be rude, it's not meant to be awful, but it's like funny. And I would never throw shade at somebody that I didn't think could take it or somebody that didn't know me like that.
I would cry.
Exactly. Yeah.
I would fucking cry.
I can't throw shade at Lee because Lee will honestly just break down and cry.
Yeah.
There's some people who have that type of, tough skin that you can throw shade at.
You want to explain reading?
Alright, so reading is fundamental. Reading is, in the drag sense, reading is whenever you basically just, it's like someone's a book, and you're like picking out all their flaws and their imperfections. So for instance, just looking at Ariel right now, I'm just kidding.
What could you possibly say?
Okay. So, and that was a read right there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just basically like picking apart someone's imperfections. And it's usually a little nicer than shade, I would say.
Yeah.
But I mean, at times it could be worse, because you could read someone for
Reading?
filth.
Yeah.
Which means that you're just literally just erasing their existence off of the face of the earth.
Or you could read someone the house down.
Yeah.
Which means reading with an exclamation point at the end, like a heightened, exaggerated exclamation point.
Sorry, I just kind of took this without asking.
No, I get it.
You can't talk unless you have it.
Yeah, right. To me, the difference between reading and shade is to me is like the other person is obviously in on the joke. Like if you're just like there's a difference. Like if I looked at Juxa and I was just like, wow, I really fucking hate how you look. That's just being rude and being a bitch. But if I was just like, Juxa, you're looking really orange today.
Yeah.
How many bags of Doritos did you eat? Then, so that's obviously not a good example. That wasn't funny at all. But
I thought it was pretty hilarious.
But I mean, that's
from you.
Right? But that's it. Seeing that right there, that's kind of more reading, where you're joke, where it's more of a joke, and it's obviously we're still picking apart each other, but you're making the other person laugh. If you're just being mean, that's just being mean and being rude, and that's kind of going more into throwing shade. It's just kind of you're actually insulting someone. We're reading.
Right.
They're more in on the joke.
Yeah,
basically.
Agreed.
Free for all, grab it.
And then another phrase that I think, because gays in general speak in sound effects.
She has the thing.
I don't care. Gays in general speak in sound effects. So
sound effects and hand motions.
Sound effects. So there's the tongue pop, made famous by Alyssa Edwards, and that's just basically that's just like a punctuation.
It's like a
Yeah.
period.
Yeah.
Like, that's the end of my sentence. Like,
yes, God.
It's bye.
Yeah.
yeah.
And there's something that
Here.
started a few years ago that's kind of died out, but it actually started by the late great Maya Mokimon, and it was boop. So, for instance, if anyone
Boop.
said me, do you remember boop?
I still
remember.
remember.
I
I'll be like,
remember.
boop.
So, like, if someone would like
Love
do
it.
something or say something that was unwanted or unwarranted, like you would just be like boop, like because it's like I'm done. I don't want to talk to you. Like I don't want to hear from you. Like stop talking.
My favorite thing is
I'm
just
voting
when
for Donald
boop,
Trump
gotta
for
go.
president.
Boop, gotta go.
So, and you always have to draw it out. Who wants to discuss tea? Because I think that's important.
I have a different terminology I would like to explain, not tea though.
Okay, well, I'll explain to you.
I'm
and
gonna
then we'll
forget
get to
mine.
personal. Oh, you're gonna forget yours?
Yeah.
Go.
Shotgun mug.
Oh my god, no!
Oh
Shotgun
my god,
mug.
look
Oh
at
my
it. There's a
God.
mirror right there.
Shotgun mug was introduced to me by Lee. It's very large in the Seattle drag community. Basically,
Well-
if you
Well,
if you have a shotgun mug, it basically means like you're ugly, your face is painted horribly, you don't know what you're doing with a makeup brush. Ariel Alice, like we have all these multiple.
I'm the only one wearing
things.
makeup right now. I will hit you.
But that's shotgun mug, and that's something you don't hear a lot. And I
So why do
feel
you
like
talk about it?
because I want it to.
I think
come
it's funny.
Through.
It's
yeah,
cute.
It's funny.
I think I want it to come through
It's
the
Totes
Oklahoma
Approach.
community. Totes Approach, exactly. It's another Seattle one. But okay, you want to do tea?
yeah, I want to explain shotgun mug a little more though.
What's the tea? Marie?
So
Are
you're
you
talking
talking
So-
Mary.
The tea about
Mary.
yeah, I'm talking to my mom. Talking
Ew.
to Zeta. I love my mom. So shotgun mug comes from like it's actually one that my friend introduced me to. But it's one well my ex-friend. But it's one it means like like when you shoot the barrel of a shotgun and then all the powder
Yeah.
just flies across your face. Did you say that?
No.
No, I
That's
just said
what
you're ugly.
so that's what a shotgun mug is. Like
Yeah.
as she said, like when you take a brush and you just do whatever on your face and it looks busted as fuck. Right? That's shotgun mug. It's like all the powder just flew onto your face with no rhyme or reason to it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to explain tea. So tea means truth or trouble. So what's the tea would be like what's up? What's the truth? We're going to spill some real tea here.
Yeah.
We're going to spill that hot tea all over the place and sip on that hot tea, that hot truth, and tell you guys all about drag.
Yeah.
Diet green tea if you're watching the figure.
By tea, we mean lesbian sex. We're having hot tea over here.
basically.
So then, oh jeez. I mean,
Oh, Jesus.
well, I mean, I try to like listen, and so while listening, I try to formulate other questions. But then through listening, I don't formulate other questions, so I just ran out of questions. But I did just remember what it was, and since you guys are sort of talking about reading, and I would like you guys to read me. Let's go.
Give us something hard. So that was the first one. I'm not.
I only read people I like.
Oh, bitch.
Basically.
Oh my gosh, she must love me.
Yeah.
Secret lesbian.
there's really nothing to read you about. I don't think just because you're well presented. Like your hair is nice. I mean, it's like a little messy,
No,
but I mean, it's better than mine. I mean, you look presentable. So I mean, I don't think we would read you now. The first time you get in drag, best believe. If you
Oh,
ever
yeah.
do,
Yeah.
Sure.
we're going
Yeah.
to read you the house down.
And I feel like a lot of reading
And
has
then-
to be kind of personal and like.
it does.
Yeah. So I mean, if you don't know someone, it's kind of
Sure,
hard
It's
to
hard
read.
to read. Like we could read you just based off like this third grader room you have set up, but
Third grader room, there's- Looks like the Unabomber lives in here. Are you kidding me?
But I mean, I will read myself by saying, even if you don't do drag, I will probably have you be one of my drag children. So this is the truth.
This is the tea.
Right? I didn't know we were at the pound. Are you kidding me?
I live there. I am the curator of the pound.
Well, I mean, because to be honest, like I could see you guys reading anyways. I saw you pointing at my Amazing Fantasy poster, my Bender poster, whatever.
I like the Wally. The Wally's cute.
Yeah, I was
The little
looking for
Wally's
that. I was
cute.
also gagged for the.
I like the giraffe as well.
the pop over there because I like those. Is that Eva?
Yeah.
Is she a pop?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I had moved it, but Lee, you know me best out of anyone in here. Give me some shit.
Give me some shit.
You are the reason that I converted to lesbianism.
Oh!
Probably not the first time he's heard that, honestly. It didn't faze him much.
What's some of the stuff that you probably deal with in drag that people probably know a lot about, but just how it's sort of hit you hard?
I mean,
Some tiger must be passed there.
I mean,
You have something.
I mean, I did have something, but I lost it, like my title.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but I guess something that kind of hits, something that's kind of like a little, I don't know if offensive, triggered, whatever you want to call it. It's something that really bothers me, I guess, about like how people kind of view drag. I'll go ahead and say it. Mostly like the straight or curious men are, whenever they like hit you up on Facebook and like immediately in like the first 2 minutes are like, so like, will you dress up for me?
No.
And that is
Oh my
so
God.
incredibly like disrespectful on so many levels. Because like, again, like to all of us, like this is like our jobs or this is our art. Like that's something incredibly like kind of personal and private, or something we take a lot of pride in. So for you to kind of view it as a sexual fetish is very degrading, and you're literally saying that it's more important, because then when you tell them no, they get really offended by it.
Oh yeah.
And so to them, it's like it's more important for them to live out their sexual fantasy than to respect you as a person and as an individual.
And an
respect,
artist.
yeah, and as an artist. And so that's something that really bothers me, is anytime I get like, or anytime I like think I'm making a friend, and then it's like, and then like a couple of weeks down the road, they're like, so like, can you like dress up and like, and I'm like, no, like I thought I like made like a good friend, or like I thought I had like a potential relationship, and then no, you just want me to be a girl for you, and that's not what I want to do with my life.
Yeah.
So that's something that really gets my goats going.
Something that I didn't realize happened until I did drag was people catcalling people. I thought that was like a thing in the
Oh my
movies.
gosh, all
I didn't
the
know it
time.
was a real thing. Men are disgusting.
They
Yeah,
really are.
Men are fucking pigs.
Yeah, no.
You're a pig.
No, yeah.
Men are fucking pigs.
Yes, yeah.
And literally, I will get catcalled, and I'm always like, oh my god, do I say anything? Do I make my voice higher? Do I make it lower?
Oh, I
like,
always
thank
go.
you!
I'm always
Like,
like,
through that.
I've been
What's
walking into
up?
my apartment and get catcalled by drunk guys, and look me up on Instagram at the Lady Alada. I don't look like a woman.
Nice plug.
I mean, I don't know how to be like, look at me right now, I'm not a woman, you know? But I don't look like a woman. I feel like I'm very obviously a man who is very dressed up
Yeah.
when I'm in drag. And
Agreed.
yeah, absolutely. Homely and handsome.
Oh, man, that's a,
Um,
what is that hair?
and so they just see a woman, questionable, walking, and they're just like, they see it like as an orifice, and I'll get like yelled at and thing, and like catcalled. I didn't realize that catcalling was a real thing. I thought it was like a movie
Something
thing
else.
until I started doing drag. Absolutely, it was something I'd never experienced before or seen.
Just to snowball on top of that, my favorite thing to do is whenever you get catcalled is being like, what? Like, just really manly and really loud.
Touchdown!
That's what I used to do in the city whenever I used to be at Club Albee, like back in the day whenever I was 17, before I was even old enough to get in there in the first place. Yeah, people would be like, oh my god! And I'd be like, what are you talking about? Like, I would just scream it was fun. I think one of the things that upsets me, I think the most about drag, is the fact that people automatically assume that I am not happy with being a boy.
Oh my
That
god,
I
you're so cool. Right out of my mouth.
they automatically assume that I, have like this just, I don't know, like this inability to decide or determine who I want to be. So they think that I either want to be a girl or I want to be a boy. And I mean, no, like I do drag for different reasons, I think, than a lot of people. I do drag for the role model aspect that I was talking about earlier, because I do know that whenever I was younger, I came from a really small town in rural Oklahoma called Union City. I graduated with 22 amazing, homely people. And so obviously, like, going to the rec room was a way for me to get away from that, conservative Bible Belt town where literally there were more churches than there were houses and people. So that was just my way to escape. And I mean, my dad was a minister. My parents are deaf, so they're kind of closed-minded, just a little bit. My dad's also blind, so he's even worse. And, I grew up, like, religiously and ethnically Hebrew, so, like, Jewish. But I also grew up Southern Baptist as well. So, I mean, it was, like, a kind of a mixture. So the rec room was my home away from home. It was where I could be myself. And I looked up to the queens because, you know, they were not just out, but they were proud about who they were. Like, they didn't care. So, like, that's why I started doing drag. And I kind of feel like a lot of people don't understand that. Like, they see you in drag and they're like, oh, you're trans. You want to be a girl. And I mean, that's not how it is with me. And I mean, I don't really think that's how it is. I mean, trans is who you are, drag is what you do. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of people muddy that. Like, they think that, oh, because you dress like this, you want to be this. And I also just like kind of gender fucking everything anyway, just because, I mean, I want it to be as socially acceptable for a guy to walk down the street, you know, in a dress as it is for a girl to walk down the street in her boyfriend's clothes. You know, so that's just kind of who I am, and that's what I think. Long live the rec room.
To go a little bit political here.
Jesus.
Go for it.
Even in the gay community, there's still a whole bunch of hatred towards drag queens. In modern day society, the Black Lives movements, the far right-winged white men look at that as something that's, you know, stupid, that doesn't need to be there, or anything like that. And that's not how some gay men see drag queens as, there's no reason for that. This is stupid. That's ugly. Stop doing this. You're a boy. Mask for mask type stuff. Like, and it really sucks to be standing in this community who walks on Washington 24/7 saying we deserve the same rights as everyone else, but we're still going to take down others in our own community. It really sucks. It's hurting everybody. Drag queens are kind of just below the belt in some gay people's views, and it hurts.
To kind of piggyback off what she was saying, because there is like a very important point. If it wasn't for drag queens, and more importantly, Black trans women, we would not have. We wouldn't have we wouldn't be where we are today.
Exactly.
And it was a Black trans woman / drag. I'm pretty sure she did drag.
Yeah.
Yes.
Marsha P. Johnson.
Yes.
Yeah.
She threw the first stone. So if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have it. So all these quote unquote masks for masks, the people that kind of talk down to drag queens, it's kind of like, I always want to look at them and be like, do you realize if it wasn't for like this drag queen culture, you would probably be in a like trans
concentration camp.
What's it called? The conversion therapy camps. Thank you.
I was like, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
The cello.
I think another thing, just to piggyback off that as well,
Let's all piggyback.
is there's
Oh my god. Sorry. Mom, you're on a podcast.
No one asked you to be here.
God. You're not holding the tiger, so
Yeah, she's not holding the tiger.
get out of here.
Okay. Well, I'll call you back because we're on a podcast, but do you have anything to say to the people about drag?
It is a wonderful art form, and come out and see our next show!
And you suck at it.
Woo! Okay, talk to you later.
You suck at it!
Text
Get
me.
some meals.
Okay, love you all.
Love you too.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hate you.
Okay, so what I was saying before I was really interrupted by my drag daughter is that I think there's just a lot of ignorance in our community. I mean, you have these affluent white gays who feel like, you know, oh, well, the fight is over because we have marriage equality. And they don't understand that, I mean, they kind of put other causes on the back burner. I mean, bi erasure happens, and that's something that I hate. I mean, bisexuality does exist. And it just drives me crazy whenever people say, oh, you need to pick one and stick with it. No. Like, there's a spectrum. You know, like, it's like a Kinsey scale.
That's my drag name. Don't wear it out.
And, like, there's a spectrum. And just as there is a spectrum for sexuality, there's a spectrum for gender. And I also think it's irritating that trans rights get put on the back burner as well for these, you know, white homosexuals that are like, oh, well, I can get married now, so I don't care. I mean, of course, now they're under fire and they're a little worried, I think, because of the current administration. But then you have people like Milo or whatever his name is that, you know, they don't really care either way just because they just want to watch the world burn. But I just think it's irritating that, you know, a lot of people in our community don't understand or don't want to at least, like, sympathize with the struggles that other people can be facing. Like, they don't want to put themselves in that position. Maybe it's empathize, not sympathize.
Yes.
You get it. But they don't want to put themselves in that situation. And I think, you know, as a minority, I think that we should, you know, put out Literally. I think as a minority that we should understand, and we should come from a place of understanding and of compassion for anyone who falls into the spectrum of the LGBTQA, IA, etc.
Now I know my ABCs.
Yes. And so yeah, that's something that really irritates me as well.
As gay people, I really feel like we're a family. I've always had the mentality that, like, anytime I'm around a gay person, that, like, they're family to me. Because we have, like, a common something that isn't common. We're both minorities, and we both come from the same thing. And even though when we come from different backgrounds, we do have, like, a common ground with each other. And like you said, a lot of people think that just because something doesn't apply to them, that it's not important or it doesn't matter. And that really hurts my heart to hear that from people.
Yeah. Agreed.
What do you guys think is the most fun part about doing drag?
The performance. just getting on stage and being able to dance or show art or sing or do whatever. Just being able to just completely and 100% express yourself no matter how you feel. You're just able to do it. It's just freedom.
Yeah.
I think my favorite thing about drag that I've experienced in, the decade that I've been doing it is the connections, the familial connections, the friend connections. Because I am the matriarch of the Vandecamps. I had to throw that in there.
Oh, I know.
And I think just having these people in my life, I have so many. Just having these people in my life, I think, just really made a difference. These are people that... Why does he look so crazy? I love him. These are people that, that I've depended on, and they've depended on me. I know at one point, at least, all of my kids have lived with me at one point, just because
and grandkids.
And grandkids. Because they didn't really have anywhere else to go. And I think that, honestly, that just kind of made it better, because our drag families are kind of like a defense mechanism in Oklahoma. Because we do live in the Bible Belt, so people do get kicked out for just being who they are. So I think that's probably my favorite thing about drag is the bonds that you get with people that you interact with.
Well, you're the best roommate I've ever had.
Well, thanks.
Fuck off.
Ariel,
I have warrants.
Do you want the Down
That's
syndrome?
a favorite story.
The symptoms. Jean can have it. That's fine if she has something to say.
My favorite part is being able to get out my, artistic expression, because I feel like the worst artist in the world, because I feel like a really artistic person, and I have a really artistic brain, but I can't sing or play any instruments or draw or paint.
Or do drag.
I'm awful at doing drag, but, here we stand,
Here we sit.
Here we sit. I'm here in this room.
Sitting.
Yeah, sitting.
You won something once. You won 2 things.
Yeah.
So there you go. You have that.
No, but my favorite part is being able to get out my artistic expression and, things I see in my brain. I went from, trying to paint or doing whatever to, visualizing, silhouettes or visualizing, makeup looks or things like that. And being able to make those or put those on my face or, move my body a certain way to execute that. It's probably my favorite part.
Yeah.
Well then.
That's your dad.
You found him? What did you tell me? I haven't talked to him for years. How is he? How is my father, the sperm donor? My favorite part of drag is actually... probably, even though I'm an incredibly introverted person and I normally hate talking to people, but for some reason in drag, I love right after you perform and going out into the crowd and talking, or in between intermission or after a show and just talking to people, especially coming from the Rec Room, which was an underage club, and then at Resonator, we're an all-age thing. You get to see these kids. I mean, they are our kids too. I'm about to be 25, and these kids are probably 10 years younger than me.
Damn.
And they're I know I'm old, right?
God.
Y'all shut up!
Y'all
shut up!
It's seeing them and seeing them, their
this room.
eyes light up, and they're this is so cool. We don't get to see this. We don't get to, and they're connecting to it, and they haven't figured that out yet. What it is that they're connecting with, but you see in their eyes where they're they love it. They love finally seeing something different in Oklahoma, and they love finally seeing something that they connect to, and that makes me really happy. And that's probably because I hate getting in drag, I hate getting out of drag, I hate wearing heels all the time. But
I hate you people.
I hate it about it. But seeing people light up and seeing your art be validated is probably my favorite part. Is actually yeah, exactly. Seeing your art get validated and seeing people respond emotionally to it.
Changing people's lives.
If I can just change one little cross-dresser's heart, I've done my part.
Well, I guess I'll do my part. Yay!
Next question, or Kinsey?
Yeah. Just to piggyback off of really what Jexa and Ariel are saying, the connections that you make with people within the community and within the audience are my favorite and most fun part of drag. There was this really sweet moment during the Resonator Planned Parenthood benefit for House Productions that I really, really loved, and that was you didn't know this, Jexa, at the time, but that guy, this guy who's actually my cousin's husband, he's the sweetest guy ever, but he looks like this burly old big cowboy, right? And he was was wearing an OSU jacket, and he was in Norman. And Jexa said, "Oh, I like your jacket," on the mic.
I did.
And he said, "Oh, I'm in the wrong side of town to be wearing this because OSU is Stillwater and OU is Norman, and it's a big college town." And Jexa goes, "Oh no, you're not on the wrong side of town. Everyone's welcome here."
Yeah.
And that was a really, really touching moment.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Well, oh my gosh, yeah, its face is really something.
We're talking about the little
Yeah, the
fox
little
that-
white tiger that we're passing around. It is, yeah, it is. Wow. Real quick, logistical question: what do you do with your dick? Where does it go?
You tuck.
You tuck.
So basically,
Or you don't. Alternatively.
or you free ball like Ariel. Basically,
I got no time.
what tucking is comprised of, I mean, I guess it's different just wherever you are. If you're an attractive person, we will tell you that we're going to teach you how to tuck because we want to see your junk. Santiago, do you want to learn how to tuck? So, I'm married, I'm sorry. So, to this tucker.
He's not single. Damn.
So-
You're single.
I'm single.
You're single.
I'm the only single one.
Ariel will take you
No,
to the
I'm
next
single.
room.
Time to
we've-
teach the
You've
children.
been there before and you changed sexuality. Let's not go
Yeah,
there.
they're going to take you in the next room and
So-
you're going to teach you how to tuck, and they're going to both come out lesbians.
Oh, I thought that we were talking about Santiago. Oh,
So
sorry.
tucking is where you stick your nuts, if you will,
Testicles.
up into their
Testes.
little.
Testes.
They have a little pocket thing, in
Where they are before you hit puberty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. So you stick them back there, so they're going to go to their winter cabin, and then you take your shaft, however long, or in Crystal's case, short it may be, and you just kind of pull it back, and you just kind of go with
Duct
that.
tape.
Secure it.
Some people
You-
use
yeah,
duct tape. Some people use a gaff.
Which is made,
tucking
it's just made out of fabric. It just holds it kind of everything in place. I wear a gaff.
Yeah.
And then
I actually don't tuck at all.
I wear-
Honestly, I just wear so many pairs of pantyhose that you can.
I wear short shorts. And
she
that's
sort of
just
left a fringe and it blends in.
Totes. I haven't shaved in years. So that's how you tuck.
And then I guess the other question is just nope, I lost it. It was in there, and then it's gone.
That's a good question.
Yep, it's a terrible question. Someone vamp for me while I think of the
What is
question.
everyone's least favorite thing about the drag community? In itself?
Oh, bitch.
Oh, God.
It's getting real. We're spilling the tea.
Go for
Okay,
it.
Jackson's
Crystal.
answered me.
Okay, Crystal, go.
I hate the fact that when you perform at one place, and there are multiple other places to perform, and you perform at that one place, and you do something to upset one of the other people there, that whole news gets spread through the entire community,
Oh, yeah.
faster
Very
than
small
lightning.
town.
Very small town, type-esque. It's it's hard for a performer like myself. I'm not 21 yet, so I can't perform at bars and things like that. So I have a very small place to perform, which is, right now is Resonator in Norman.
Yeah.
But people who work at bars and bar owners, they already have a perception and an idea of who I am because of past performances in other places, and I think that's really shitty because you should only be able to understand a person when you're talking to them right in front of you.
Yeah.
It's bad to have those misconceptions.
I think the thing that makes me mad, I'm about to go on a rant.
Bitch.
I think the thing that
Your
makes me
time.
the most mad
The
about
minute is clocking
our
down.
community in specific is the fact that we have people since I was younger who were like, oh, the youth is our future, we care about them, we love them, we care. we love them, da-da-da-da-da, we're going to do whatever we can to make sure that they're okay. I'm a former Miss Rec Room, I care. And then whenever they shut the Rec Room down, literally none of them cared. I think there's probably a handful of us former Miss Rec Rooms who were actually affected by this in a negative way. And we actually tried to do something about it. But I just think it's really sad, that you have people who are in control of these venues, who are in control of these shows, who want to talk a big talk, but whenever time comes to walk the big walk, they don't. They literally just fall on their faces. And I just think that's probably, that's one of the biggest issues I have. Because now, during this Trump administration, we don't have a place, really, for the LGBT youth to go. Whenever we get, put back into where we were probably in, the 90s or early thousands with being, queer youth. They say it's not going to happen. I mean, hopefully it doesn't. But if it does get to that point, where are these kids going to go? So that's my main concern, and it's just really unfortunate, I guess, that people in our community who wanted to act like they cared just really showed that they didn't. The only thing they care about is, advancing their own career or their paychecks. So
You want to drop a name?
I'm not going to say any names. I have quite a few, though.
Probably my least favorite thing is drag queens, ghettoizing almost other drag queens who have, different views or ideas of drag. Like I said, drag is my art, and drag is what I do, and I don't do drag to be competitive, and I don't do drag to compete against other people. And some people, especially in this region of the country, pageant drag is a big thing if you've never seen. If you've never seen a drag pageant, it's fun, it's great, but I think that a lot of people take it way too seriously, and they think that if you don't have a crown on your head, then you're not anybody in the drag scene, and that really bothers me. She's never worn shit.
Exactly.
Don't you have a crown?
I do. I kind of went along with that. When I first turned 21, I started doing pageants. I started doing pageant because I honestly thought that's just what you had to do.
Yeah,
and honestly, it killed drag for me. I got really resentful of drag, and I almost quit doing drag. I quit doing drag for about 6 months because it just wasn't fun to me anymore, and I didn't enjoy it, and I wasn't getting out what I wanted to do and doing things that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I just hate that it has to be that way, and that people have a closed-minded... We're men in dresses, and the fact that you want to be closed-minded about the way that we're dressing or what we're doing is completely mind-boggling to me. I feel like what we're doing is revolutionary enough and, what is the word I'm looking for? Shocking enough.
Yeah.
That who cares what we're wearing or what Beyonce song we're lip-syncing to,
Exactly.
The fact that people take it so seriously, really, I hate it. It drives me insane.
Yeah. Your ending was literally what my beginning was going to be. Is I hate how I don't hate. That's a strong word, but it really does bother me. How serious people, how serious a lot of drag queens take it, and I get it because it is an art. And at a certain point, it does become part of your identity. So whenever you challenge someone's identity, of course, they're going to get a little up in arms about it. But we are male individuals. We were assigned to the M at birth, and now we're dressing up as the opposite gender. So it's kind of we're kind of being satire. We're poking fun at society. So, but how can we sit there and be poking fun at all this other stuff, but then if you see someone not wearing pads, they're immediately on your shit list, and you're immediately on their ass, girl, why the fuck aren't you wearing pads? Why the fuck aren't you doing this? And it's I'm sorry, I didn't realize I had to have you validate me in order to be a good performer.
Right.
But so many people, that's how it is. It's if you're not what they want you to be, then they're just gonna shit talk you. And it's I just came here to have a good time. I came here to make people laugh. I'm feeling very attacked. That's literally how it is. I just came here to enjoy myself. I came here to perform. I came here to make people laugh. I came here to make some money. I didn't come here to have you judge me. If I wanted to be judged, I would do a competition or do a pageant.
Right. And lose.
Except I won my contest.
All of them.
Well, yeah.
I think, honestly, but to snowball on top of that, I do have to say that I am guilty of that. I am guilty of judging.
I think we all are.
Judging a girl because she's not wearing hips, or judging a girl because she's not wearing... But, I mean, and I'm not making excuses for myself. My mind has opened, in years past. But I do come from a class of queens and entertainers that that was the like norm. Like you had to. Like if you didn't, you weren't even allowed on the stage.
Right.
So, but I mean, obviously, as you know, years progress, art progresses. You know, it's ever evolving. Things in this world are never meant to, I don't think, stay constant. I think that things are supposed to change. Drag, like any art form, is evolutionary. So what might have been more acceptable for me at my start 10 years ago would be different from someone else's who's starting today. Like it might be something that, you know, they like that androgyny effect, or that, you know, whatever, I guess I like to say gender fuck. That's just my favorite thing to say.
Ombre brow with a nude lip.
Exactly.
You could at me. Okay.
At the Lady Alana on Instagram. Or at Jaxa Renee. You know, that's me. R-E-N-A-E. But yeah, like, I mean, but I do think that it does take just getting to know someone and becoming friends with someone who you view as different than yourself. Because obviously if you run around in the same circles your entire life, you're going to do nothing but literally run around in circles.
Yeah.
So I think it's better to broaden your horizons and to, you know, do something a little more linear.
Exactly, and people are going to be different, and I think that you just need to accept that. And I would never ever tell somebody that just because they do things differently than me, that they're not doing drag.
Exactly.
Or what they're doing is wrong.
Exactly. And in the words of my good friend, accept me for who I am. I can't be you.
You
can't be me.
We can live like Ew!
Whip crack.
You are ugly.
I do what I said.
Yeah, but like you said, we were all kind of prone to that kind of quote unquote hatred of another queen because they don't have the same identity.
Well, I raised you like that, so.
Right, and all of us come kind of from different schools of drag, I feel.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Like when I first met Ariel, I had very strong opinions about her.
Did you?
When I first
Did you?
When I first met
remember those days.
Alana, I had very strong opinions about them, and it took me to hit the lowest of the low from getting decrowned from Miss Rucker and to realize, you know,
They really are shitty people.
They really are ugly.
You know, like, the drag I've been taught is not the end-all, be-all. Like, it doesn't really matter if you're wearing hips. It doesn't really matter if you're doing a sexy Beyonce song and you're not being sexy. It's just, you are a performer, and that's just who you are, and you should respect everyone for having the courage just to step on that stage.
And I would like to state for the record that Ariel and I have known each other the longest out of everyone in this room.
That's true. Well, except probably Leah.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
No, we knew each other whenever we were in
My
preschool.
ex-boyfriend.
We were in utero, like, Skyping each other.
Okay, well, you were in utero, I was like 15.
Well, yeah.
Well, right. In preschool, Ariel's like putting Crayola on her eyelids.
And I was the teacher.
Yeah.
Good, Anthony.
Oh my god.
Crystal and I are allowed to have our come together moment.
Oh god.
I mean, because, yeah, there are things that, like, and everyone has, like, an idea of what drag is. Like, one of my biggest pet peeves, I love everyone, but one of my, and I try to never say it out loud, but I will whisper it in a lot of his ears, as I'll be like, why the fuck are they not wearing heels? You're in motherfucking drag. Why are you
That's
not
not me. I have never, ever, ever worn flats for any show besides the time I did like a dude. Ever. Ever.
And so,
Ever.
like, but yeah, like, everyone's guilty of
Yeah,
it, and
I
I'm like,
feel
I'm obviously, like, still, like, I'm no better than anyone else.
But we
I'm
all
still-
have our, like, pet peeves.
Yeah, we all have
But
our pet peeves.
like, not wearing heels is a big thing for me.
I agree.
When people have shotgun mug, that's a big thing for me because I spend a lot of time on my makeup.
So
And I
yourself?
spent a long time being ugly.
Yeah.
Okay, trust and believe. I was ugly
Until
for a
3
long
minutes
time.
ago.
Takes a
Yeah,
lot of time
exactly.
to look that
The
big.
timer is ticking,
Takes
okay?
a lot of time.
Yeah.
A lot of time.
To look that big.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. So I mean, like, and obviously, like, without getting into it, because no one really cares. Like, not Jexa, fuck, Jexa 2.0,
Pretty much.
Jexa the remix. No, yeah, Crystal and I, like, in the beginning, didn't like each other. We had very different, like,
I feel like
opinions
everyone
on
in this room has
drag.
hated Crystal Beth at one point in time or another.
No. I
I
haven't.
kind of a bitch when I first started.
But
I
it's
feel like
kinda
I came a long way.
I also feel like you have come a long way.
Thank you.
But no, it's like,
I'm really upset that this is being recorded.
I know.
This is the only time you're going to hear me say it.
Probably. That's going to be your ringtone from now on.
Girl, when did I be calling you for anything?
Hateful.
But fuck, where was I even going with this?
You
You
hated
were
me.
saying that you didn't.
Oh yeah, but I mean, it is kind of like now. I hope it's more of like a joke that we hate each other.
Yeah,
I
it
hope it's
really
more
is.
of a joke that like I see you and I'm like, fuck, who invited her?
Exactly. It's like, oh, okay, you added her to the group chat for real.
oh, shit.
God.
Like,
Well, I think the best joke, other than y'all hating each other, would have to be your respective careers.
Tao.
Tao!
We forgot about Tao!
Fish.
Okay,
No,
someone has to explain Tao.
if I can share quite possibly one of the best stories on the planet, it's not a good reflection on your character.
That's fine.
But it was
I've
okay.
grown a lot.
So Crystal and I competed on the first season of not RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yes, bitch. We
Gotta spread the rumor.
You can follow me at Crystal
There's the lost season, and then there's the extra lost season.
Rec Room Idol.
Of Rec Room Idol. And there was one time after the show, our cars were parked very close to each other, and Crystal was having an argument with one of the other contestants. And
Who? I don't know.
it was Marinara.
Oh, fuck her.
Yeah.
And
Marinara Taylor!
and so like I had a red Volkswagen Beetle at the time. I put my stuff in the Beetle, and I just sat there and I just watched them yell at each other. My favorite
Taking anybody.
argument, or my favorite ever thing to this day, was you yelled like, your pasta sauce, or your face is pasta sauce or something, and she just goes, yeah, I'm pasta sauce, I'm gonna throw this marinara all up in your face. And I was on the floor laughing so hard, and I was gonna be like,
That's tacky.
And these two men in dresses screaming at each other in the ground.
Yelling
About pasta.
yelling food insults at each other. And I was like, after this point, any insult thrown at me that is not a food insult is invalid. Invalid.
Yes, that is lovely.
To sort of negate the negativity about pet peeves in drag, what makes your scene, what makes House Down unique?
I would say
At one point, we all hated each other.
Yeah. this was a
I
coming
never
together
hated
show.
it, y'all.
I would say what makes us unique is the fact that, I mean, we're all different, I think. I think that we're all, like, we all have, like we said, we all have different classes or styles of drag. You have... Thanks. You have the dancing queens like Kinzada and Crystal. I don't really classify myself as that anymore. It's been a while. Or ever. Anymore. And then, I mean, you have like your more like avant-garde, I guess is what I would call you. And then you have your trailer trash, like a lot of.
Absolutely.
And porcelain.
And porcelain. And then you have your, I don't even know what kind of animal, livestock, something with Chloe. and then you have yours truly, your stand-up comedian, just debutante test.
Ew.
Oh my god.
Can't be booped. Okay.
Can't be boobed.
Can't be booped.
Get your
Hashtag can't be boobed.
Okay, can't be booped. I'm just kidding. No, but I think that, as a collective, I think that we all give something different. I mean, we're all on the spectrum of what drag, I think, represents, not just to us, but that could ultimately represent at all.
You're all on the Kinsey scale.
Exactly. And then as we start bringing in like special guests and entertainers that are not usually a part of our troupe, I think that will just intensify that just diversity, and that'll just create more for the audience to see. Like, okay, there's more to this. There's got to be more than this provincial line.
Anyone?
Well, all right then. Down the row, we're gonna just plug your stuff. Lee.
Hi, my name is Lee. You can find me at Kinsey Scale on Facebook, and you can like House Down Productions. That's spelled Haus Down Productions on Facebook.
I am Crystal Beth. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, all at Crystal Beth. I also have a merchandise at dragqueenmerch.com/Crystal Beth. I have t-shirts and tank tops you can buy. And yeah, I also have a YouTube channel, which is, again, at Crystal Beth. I also collab with Jax's YouTube channel, the Vanny Camp House.
VDK family.
VDK Drag
Drag
Family.
VDK family.
VDK
Drag family.
So you can look up all the Vanny Camps Drag Family YouTube, and then I have my single one as well.
Well, my name is Jonathan, aka Jexa. You can find me at Facebook, or on Facebook, at Jonathan Ray Cleveland Hindman. And if you need to know how to spell that, Good luck. Or Jexa Renee Vandekamp. I'm also on Instagram. I'm also on Snapchat. I had a Twitter for a while, deleted it. There was a MySpace one day, I don't know. But yes, please like House Down Productions. Or you could also like Jexa Renee Vandekamp on Facebook, or Jexa Renee Vandesnatch and Sarah De Takamayo are over it. That is. Or The Drag Official.
The Drag Official. Yeah, I remember that. That was a long time ago.
Continue.
I'm a lot of Vagine. You can probably find me by Googling the word Vagine. Vahje, and just make sure that safe search is on, okay? Trust.
That's a huge machine.
I am on Tumblr at all the Vagine, none of the calories, .tumblr.com. It's mostly just memes and dicks, so be prepared for that. You can follow me on Instagram at the Lady Alada, or just type the word Vagine into Facebook.
So overfish.
What are you guys even looking at?
It's our Jexa Renee Vandesnatch and Sarah De Takamayo are over it.
Oh my god. I'm
So
offended.
We have 62 likes.
Is that more than our house?
I'm
down
so
productions
triggered. My name is Ariel Alice. You can follow me at, do not search that because you will not find me. You can find me on Instagram at my boy name, at Mermaid Anthony, no H in the name. Or find me on Facebook at Anthony Ariel Alice Damaro, or like the Solana Dace Facebook page and then find me through that, and then come see me and have me do your hair.
Yes, please. Anthony does amazing haircuts. My hair is done by Anthony right now. Nobody fucking read me. I will cry.
Should have had like a meeting for this and like done your hair.
And then you guys are gonna have a show.
Oh yeah,
in March.
Yes, March 25th.
March 25th at Resonator in Norman. It's going to be at Resonator in Norman. It's 110 North University Avenue.
No.
Or just 1010.
1010. You said 110.
Oh, sorry. 1010 North University Avenue. Resonator in Norman, March 25th. Be there or be square, and you can find more information at Haus Down Productions, Haus Down Productions on Facebook.
We are all also available on the corner of Penn and 24th between the hours of 6 p.m. and 3 a.m.
Yes!
Absolutely. You can find Crystal Beth on Craigslist.
Exactly. All the time.
And all of y'all on Grindr.
You can find me on Ashley Madison because I'm married. And
I'm on Black.
You can find me on millionairematchmaker.com.
Farmersonly.com.
JD.
Shout out to Chase. Okay.
Shout out to Brian.
Shout out to Kinzada. I love you, Mom.
Shout out to my bio mom.
No boyfriend shout out?
No, I'm good.
Mine wasn't a boyfriend shout out.
Shout out to both of my dogs.
Yeah,
who
shout
will-
out to my boyfriend Todd and my cat Persephone. They put up with a lot of shit.
Weasley, Bella, and Sirius and Regulus. I love you.
my cat.
Shout out to God.
Shout out to Chloe, who's also in the production.
Thank God.
But
And Porcelain.
couldn't be here, and Porcelain.
Stop.
All right. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, I am Santiago Ramones. You can find everything that I do on my website, santiagoramones.com. I make music, which you can find on there, and you will also find this podcast, which I end with my 3 things. Love never fails. It's going to be okay. I might be wrong.
And that.
Yes, Vaughn.